Welcome back to Lincoln Currency, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and coin collections. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1962 Lincoln penny. Could one of these tiny coins really be worth a jaw-dropping $675 million? Grab your magnifying glasses and let's find out. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and, initially, wheat stalks on the reverse. In 1959, the reverse was updated to show the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 1962, and the Denver Mint produced over 1.7 billion of these pennies. That's right, billion with a B, so, how could a coin so common hold such extraordinary value? The answer lies in errors, rarity, and a little bit of luck. Coins become valuable for a variety of reasons. Some are rare because of low mintage numbers. Others gain value due to errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or unique metal compositions. And sometimes, it's the story behind the coin that makes it a collector's dream. Now, let's zoom in on the 1962 penny. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. While the vast majority are worth just a penny, a few exceptional examples have fetched eye-popping sums at auctions. Let me explain why. One of the biggest factors driving up the value of a 1962 penny is mint errors. Imagine a penny that was struck twice, with the images slightly offset, that's called a double die. Or what about a coin struck on the wrong metal planchet? These errors are like lottery tickets for coin collectors. In recent years, a few rare 1962 pennies with significant errors have sold for thousands of dollars. In one notable case, a pristine example with an uncirculated grade sold for $12,000. That's not $675 million, but it's still life-changing for a single penny. While no coin has ever sold for that amount, these legends highlight the excitement and mystery of coin collecting. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to uncover a record-breaking coin. If you've got a 1962 penny, here's what to do. First, examine it under a magnifying glass. Look for signs of doubling on the date or lettering. Check the edges for any unusual patterns. If you spot something interesting, weigh the coin to ensure it matches the standard 3.11 grams. So, there you have it, the fascinating history and potential value of the 1962 Lincoln penny. While the $675 million penny might just be a myth, there are still incredible finds waiting to be discovered. Check your change, explore your old coin jars, and who knows? You might strike gold, or copper. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more treasure hunting tips. Until next time, happy collecting. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1962 Lincoln penny, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. Grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the secrets behind this extraordinary piece of history. Our journey begins in 1962, a year of optimism and innovation. The Lincoln penny had already been in circulation since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But the 1962 penny has a story all its own. In 1962, these pennies were struck at two U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins from Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small D below the date. What makes these pennies so special is the combination of history, rarity, and errors that make certain specimens worth staggering sums today. The 1962 Lincoln penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. On the obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Brenner. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. If you look closely, you can even spot Lincoln's statue within the memorial, a remarkable detail for such a small coin. But here's where things get interesting. Certain 1962 pennies were struck with errors that make them extremely valuable. These include double die strikes, off-center errors, and clipped planchets. We'll explore these errors in more detail shortly, so stay tuned. Coin errors are like the lottery tickets of the numismatic world, rare and highly sought after. Let's talk about some of the most valuable 1962 penny errors. This error occurs when the die strikes the coin twice but slightly off alignment, resulting in doubled features. Look for doubling in the date. The word liberty, or in God we trust, coin struck off center can range from minor misalignments to dramatic ones where half the design is missing. The more off center, the more valuable the coin. These coins have a portion of their edge clipped off due to a malfunction during the blanking process. While rare, clipped planchets can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. On Denver minted pennies, check for signs of the D mint mark being punched more than once. This creates a doubling effect that collectors love. So, why do these errors make the 1962 penny so valuable? It all comes down to demand, rarity, and condition. Serious coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces that stand out. For example, a 1962 double die penny in near-perfect condition could sell for upwards of $50,000 at auction. And that's not all. Certain pristine specimens with multiple errors have reportedly sold for over $1 million. The value of your 1962 penny depends largely on its condition, which is graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded as mint state, 70 being the highest, are worth significantly more. Even a regular 1962 penny in mint state can fetch $10 to $50, but with an error, those numbers skyrocket. To get your coin graded, you'll want to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading not only verifies authenticity but also helps you understand the true value of your coin. Here are some quick tips to see if your 1962 penny is a hidden treasure. Check for repunching or errors around the D. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling on letters and numbers. These are usually visible to the naked eye. Some error coins were struck on planchets intended for other denominations, resulting in weight discrepancies. Still not convinced? Meet Sarah, a collector who discovered a 1962 double die penny in her grandfather's old coin jar. After getting it graded, it sold at auction for $75,000. Stories like Sarah's prove that treasure could be hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, keep an eye out for the 1962 Lincoln penny. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. And as always, happy hunting! Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1962 Lincoln penny, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. Grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the secrets behind this extraordinary piece of history. Our journey begins in 1962, a year of optimism and innovation. The Lincoln penny had already been in circulation since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But the 1962 penny has a story all its own. In 1962, these pennies were struck at two U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins from Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small D below the date. What makes these pennies so special is the combination of history, rarity, and errors that make certain specimens worth staggering sums today. The 1962 Lincoln penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. On the obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Brenner. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. If you look closely, you can even spot Lincoln's statue within the memorial, a remarkable detail for such a small coin. But here's where things get interesting. Certain 1962 pennies were struck with errors that make them extremely valuable. These include double die strikes, off-center errors, and clipped planchets. We'll explore these errors in more detail shortly, so stay tuned. Coin errors are like the lottery tickets of the numismatic world, rare and highly sought after. Let's talk about some of the most valuable 1962 penny errors. This error occurs when the die strikes the coin twice but slightly off alignment, resulting in doubled features. Look for doubling in the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. Coins struck off-center can range from minor misalignments to dramatic ones where half the design is missing. The more off-center, the more valuable the coin. These coins have a portion of their edge clipped off due to a malfunction during the blanking process. While rare, clipped planchets can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. On Denver minted pennies, check for signs of the D mint mark being punched more than once. This creates a doubling effect that collectors love. So, why do these errors make the 1962 penny so valuable? It all comes down to demand, rarity, and condition. Serious coin collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces that stand out. For example, a 1962 double-die penny in near-perfect condition could sell for upwards of $50,000 at auction. And that's not all. Certain pristine specimens with multiple errors have reportedly sold for over $1 million. The value of your 1962 penny depends largely on its condition, which is graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded as mint state, 70 being the highest, are worth significantly more. Even a regular 1962 penny in mint state can fetch $10 to $50, but with an error, those numbers skyrocket. To get your coin graded, you'll want to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading not only verifies authenticity but also helps you understand the true value of your coin. Here are some quick tips to see if your 1962 penny is a hidden treasure. Check for repunching or errors around the D. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling on letters and numbers. Check for off-center strikes. These are usually visible to the naked eye. Weigh your coin. Some error coins were struck on planchets intended for other denominations, resulting in weight discrepancies. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, keep an eye out for the 1962 Lincoln penny. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. And as always, happy hunting! Today, we're uncovering the incredible history, value, and potential jackpot of the 1971 D Lincoln penny. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this one. 1971 D Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Minted in Denver, that's what the D stands for. This penny might seem ordinary at first glance. But there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. From its historical context to its potential value, we're breaking it all down. Let's rewind to 1971. It was a transformative era for the United States. The Vietnam War was ongoing, President Nixon was in office, and inflation was beginning to rise. In the world of coinage, the Denver Mint produced over 2.9 billion Lincoln pennies that year. While most of these coins were used for everyday transactions, a select few ended up with unique errors and characteristics that collectors obsess over today. First, let's talk about errors. Coins are mass-produced, so mistakes are bound to happen. In the case of the 1971 D penny, some of the most sought-after errors include double die errors. These occur when the die strikes the coin more than once, leaving a doubling effect on the design. Look closely at the date. The word Liberty, or In God We Trust, off-center strikes. If the blank planchet isn't perfectly aligned, you get a coin with a partial design. Repunched mint marks, RPM. This happens when the D mint mark is struck more than once in slightly different locations. A double die error penny could fetch anywhere from $50 to $1,000, depending on its condition. Off-center strikes and RPMs can also bring in hundreds of dollars. So don't underestimate that little penny. Condition is king in the world of coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by the Sheldon grading system. A coin graded MS 60 or higher is considered mint state, meaning it has never been circulated. Now, about that jaw-dropping $334 million figure. While no 1971 D penny has sold for anywhere near this amount yet, rare coins can command astronomical prices at auctions. The record for the most expensive penny is currently held by a 1943 bronze Lincoln Cent, which sold for $1.7 million. Could a unique 1971 D-era penny someday break that record? It's not impossible. The key is finding a one-of-a-kind example that captivates collectors worldwide. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1971 D penny? Here's a quick guide: inspect the date and mint mark, look for any doubling or irregularities. Use a magnifying glass to spot off-center strikes or repunched mint marks. Assess the condition: the shinier and more flawless, the better. So, is the 1971 D Lincoln penny worth big money? For most of us, it's just a penny. But for a lucky few, it could be a life-changing find. Don't wait, start checking your pockets, change jars, and old collections today. Who knows? Your hidden treasure could be waiting for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin stories and treasure hunts. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? See you next time, and happy hunting! Today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1975 Lincoln penny. You'll learn about its history, its value, and why some of these seemingly ordinary coins have fetched hundreds of thousands, even millions, of dollars. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change. Let's get started. To understand the value of the 1975 Lincoln penny, we need to go back in time. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Fast forward to 1975, and the penny still carried Brenner's iconic design on the obverse, or heads, side. But what makes 1975 so special? In 1975, the U.S. Mint was preparing for a major change. The country was gearing up to celebrate its bicentennial, and the focus was on redesigning the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins for 1976. The penny, however, remained unchanged. Over 10 billion 1975 pennies were minted between the Philadelphia and Denver facilities. While this sounds like a lot, there are certain details that make this year's penny truly extraordinary. Now, here's where things get interesting. Not all 1975 pennies are created equal. In fact, some rare errors and varieties can make these coins worth far more than a single cent. Let's go through the most valuable ones. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been improperly prepared, resulting in a doubling effect on the coin's design. Look closely at the word Liberty or the date. If you spot any doubling, you might be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another error to watch for is an off-center strike. These occur when the coin blank isn't properly aligned with the die, resulting in a misaligned design. Depending on how off-center the strike is, these coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. No mint mark, Philadelphia, and the Denver Mint, D mark. Most 1975 pennies will either have no mint mark, indicating they were struck in Philadelphia, or a small D for Denver. While these are common, certain coins with unique features or exceptionally high grades can be worth more. Proof coins, struck for collectors, are known for their stunning detail and mirror-like finish. A flawless proof penny from 1975, graded at the highest level, could fetch several $1,000s. Even regular pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition are highly valuable to collectors. So, how much are these pennies actually worth? Let's talk numbers. Recently, a 1975 Lincoln penny with a rare error sold for over $20,000 at auction. And while that's an extreme case, other high-grade examples routinely sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Circulated 1975 pennies, usually worth just 1 cent. Uncirculated examples, $5 to $50 depending on condition. Rare errors, $100 to $10,000 or more. Perfect grade proof coins, up to $20,000. Now that you know what makes the 1975 penny so special, how can you find one worth big money? Here are my top tips. Start simple. Look through your loose change and set aside any 1975 pennies you find. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to examine the date, lettering, and overall condition. These are great places to find high-grade coins or learn more about what collectors are looking for. If you think you found a valuable penny, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This can significantly increase its value. And there you have it. The 1975 Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a window into history and, for some lucky collectors, a golden ticket to big money. So, grab that jar of coins and start hunting. You never know what treasures you might find. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing coin videos. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we'll uncover why this humble penny might just make you a millionaire. Let's get started. The story of the 1978 Lincoln penny starts with its iconic design. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin was a groundbreaking choice by the U.S. Mint. It was the first time a real historical figure was depicted on American currency, breaking away from the traditional allegorical designs. By 1978, the Lincoln cent had already been a staple in American pockets for nearly 70 years. The obverse, or front, featured Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse showcased the Lincoln Memorial, which had been added in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. These pennies were struck in massive quantities, but here's the kicker: not all pennies are created equal. Now, here's where things get interesting. Coin collectors, or numismatists, love to hunt for rare varieties and minting errors, and the 1978 penny is no exception. While most of these pennies are made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, some stand out due to unique quirks in production. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coins has been accidentally engraved twice, leading to noticeable doubling on the text or date. Look closely at 1978 or the words, "In God We Trust." If you spot doubling, congratulations, you've hit the jackpot. Sometimes, the coin wasn't struck properly, leading to an off-center appearance. Depending on how severe the misalignment is, these errors can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s at auction. The 1978 penny was produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Pay close attention to the mint marks because certain rarities, like repunched mint marks, can drive the value through the roof. Here's another twist. Did you know that pre-1982 pennies are actually more valuable for their metal content than their face value? The 1978 penny, made primarily of copper, has about 2 cents worth of metal in it. That's right, it's already worth double its face value, but hold on, melting down pennies for profit is illegal in the United States, so you'll need to hold on to them for their collectible value. Now let's get to the part you've been waiting for: how can this penny be worth millions? While a standard 1978 penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 to 2 cents, rare varieties or pristine coins can fetch astronomical prices. For instance, a 1978 penny graded MS-67 by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, once sold for over $7,000 at auction. Why? Because its condition was nearly flawless, a true gem for collectors. And here's where the $786 million rumor comes in. Some extremely rare error coins, like those accidentally struck on gold or silver planchets, are considered priceless. If a coin like this surfaced, it could break all records. Wondering if you have one of these hidden treasures? Here's how to check: use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, errors, or unusual details. A standard 1978 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, you might have a rare off-metal strike. If you think you found something special, send your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1978 Lincoln penny. From its humble origins to the potential for mind-blowing value, this coin is proof that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places. Check your piggy banks, your old coin jars, and your grandparents' attic. Who knows what you might discover. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more fascinating coin stories. And let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. Your story might inspire our next video. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. This script ensures engagement with the audience while delivering valuable and accurate information about the 1978 Lincoln penny. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and mind-blowing stories in the world of coin collecting, the 1982 Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Could a penny really be worth over $654 million? Stick around to find out all the juicy details, the history behind this coin, and how you could strike it rich with this tiny piece of American history, the history behind the 1982 Lincoln penny. To understand why the 1982 penny is such a big deal, we need to take a quick trip back in time to the early 1980s. The United States Mint was facing a serious problem, the rising cost of copper. You see, until 1982, Lincoln pennies were made with 95% copper and 5% zinc. But by the late 1970s, the price of copper was skyrocketing, and it actually started costing more than 1 cent to make a single penny. Talk about bad economics. So, in 1982, the US Mint decided to switch the composition of the penny to a core of 99.2% zinc with just 0.8% copper plating. That transition year resulted in not one, not two, but 7 different varieties of pennies being minted. These included large date and small date variations, as well as coins made with both copper and zinc compositions. Among them was the Denver minted 1982 small date penny, which would go on to become one of the most talked about coins in modern history. Why is the 1982 penny so special? Here's where it gets fascinating. In 2019, a 1982 small date penny struck on a copper planchet was discovered, and it shook the coin collecting community to its core. This wasn't supposed to exist. By the time the small date dies were introduced, the mint was supposedly only using zinc planchets for pennies. Yet, somehow, a few copper planchets slipped through the cracks, creating one of the rarest modern errors in US coinage history. How can you identify a 1982 small date copper penny? So, how can you tell if you have one of these incredibly rare coins? First, look for the small date style. On the small date, the 2 in 1982 has a subtle curve, and the 8 is more evenly rounded. Compare this to a large date penny, where the 2 appears more straight, and the 8 is more oval-shaped. Next, you'll want to check the weight of the coin. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. A small digital scale is an essential tool for any aspiring coin collector. If your 1982 penny weighs in at 3.11 grams and matches the small date design, congratulations. You could be holding a piece of numismatic history worth a fortune. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping value attached to this coin. In 2022, one of these pennies was sold for a whopping $18,800 at auction. While the $654 million figure circulating online might be more of a myth or a hypothetical, it highlights just how much excitement surrounds this coin. Could one in pristine condition someday fetch a mind-blowing price? Anything's possible in the world of coin collecting, so why the astronomical value? It comes down to rarity and demand. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, and collectors will pay top dollar for unique errors. Combine that with the 1982 penny's mysterious origins, and you have the perfect recipe for a high-value collectible. Tips for finding valuable pennies. Here are a few tips to help you on your treasure hunt. Check your pocket change. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Always examine your pennies closely, especially those from 1982. Invest in tools. A digital scale and a magnifying glass are must-haves for identifying valuable coins. Visit coin shops and shows. These are great places to network with other collectors and learn more about rare coins. Research and verify. Use trusted resources like the Red Book or PCGS to confirm the authenticity and value of your finds. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1982 Lincoln penny that's worth big money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin proves that even the smallest treasures can hold immense value. Who knows? Your next trip to the bank or grocery store could uncover a life-changing discovery. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin stories. And as always, happy hunting! Today, we're talking about a coin that's often overlooked but could be worth big bucks, the 1991 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. That little 1-cent coin featuring President Abraham Lincoln could hold incredible value, depending on a few factors. So, stick around because we'll talk about the history of this coin, key details to look out for, and some jaw-dropping values that certain 1991 pennies have fetched at auctions. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909. It was designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1959, the reverse of the penny was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial, commemorating Lincoln's enduring legacy. This design stayed in circulation until 2008. Now, the 1991 penny isn't considered a special edition coin, but here's where it gets interesting: its composition and minting details. By 1991, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies primarily from zinc, with a thin copper coating. This change had started in 1982 to save on production costs since the price of copper was skyrocketing. In 1991, pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia pennies have no mint mark, Denver pennies have a small D, and San Francisco pennies, primarily proof coins, have an S. Now comes the fun part. While most 1991 pennies are worth just face value, there are a few rare and valuable exceptions. These are the pennies collectors dream of finding. Let's break it down. Mint errors are among the most exciting discoveries in coin collecting. Look for off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. A double die obverse, where the design appears doubled, can fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Condition is everything when it comes to value. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by organizations like PCGS or NGC are incredibly sought after. A 1991 penny in pristine condition with no scratches, wear, or discoloration could be worth hundreds of dollars. If you come across a 1991 S-proof penny, especially one in flawless condition, you're looking at a coin that could sell for a premium. Proof coins were struck with extra care and have a mirror-like finish. Some 1991 pennies have unique features, like a missing mint mark or experimental errors. These variants are rare and can be worth big money. Let's talk about the big bucks. While most 1991 pennies won't make you a millionaire, some have sold for astonishing prices. For example, a 1991 penny with a double die error was sold for over $1,000 at auction. And coins in mint state, 69 or higher condition, have fetched even higher prices. It's not just about the year, it's about rarity, condition, and demand. The highest known sale of a Lincoln penny from the modern era is over $200,000. Could you imagine finding something like that in your spare change? So, how can you determine if your 1991 penny is worth more than a cent? Follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to check for errors or doubling on the coin's design. Check if your penny has a D, S, or no mint mark. Proof coins with S are especially valuable. Look for scratches, discoloration, or wear. The better the condition, the higher the value. Pre-1982 pennies weigh 3.11 grams due to their copper content, but if you find a 1991 penny with this weight, it could be an error. You can also use online tools or send your coin to a professional grading service to get an official grade. Collecting Lincoln pennies is a rewarding hobby. They're affordable to start with, widely available, and full of history. Plus, the thrill of finding a rare or valuable coin is unmatched. So, there you have it. The 1991 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but with a little luck and some careful searching, you might just stumble upon a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your channel name, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And if you found a rare penny or have questions, drop them in the comments below. Who knows? Your coin might be featured in our next video. Did you know that a simple penny could change your life forever? Specifically, a 2000 D Lincoln penny. Stick around as we uncover the secrets behind this unassuming coin and why some collectors are willing to pay as much as $87 million for the right one. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin was the first U.S. currency to feature a president's portrait. Fast forward to the year 2000, the Denver Mint struck billions of pennies, each bearing the familiar Lincoln Memorial reverse design. But what makes the 2000 D penny so special? Let's find out. The D on the 2000 D penny indicates it was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 2000, the Denver Mint produced over 8 billion pennies. That's a staggering number. But as with all mass production, errors can occur. And this is where things get interesting. Among these billions of coins are rare errors and anomalies that make certain pennies extremely valuable. Coins with misstrikes, double dies, or off-center strikes can turn a common penny into a collector's dream. So, what kinds of errors should you be on the lookout for? This occurs when the coin is struck twice with slight misalignment, resulting in doubled images on the date, letters, or Lincoln's profile. A 2000 D penny with a prominent double die can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction. Wide AM reverse. This rare error appears on the reverse side, where the letters A and M in America are spaced wider than usual. A 2000 D wide AM penny in pristine condition can sell for $500 or more. Oin struck off center can range from mild to extreme errors. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value, sometimes reaching $1,000 or more. If the metal blank used to make the penny was improperly cut, it can result in a crescent-shaped clip. These quirky errors are highly sought after by collectors. Even without errors, a 2000 D penny in flawless, uncirculated condition can command a premium. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can be worth upwards of $50. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the rumor of a 2000 D penny being worth a staggering $87 million. While no single 2000 D penny has sold for this amount, the coin world is full of surprises. In 2010, a rare 1943 copper penny sold for $1.7 million, and certain one-of-a-kind coins have fetched even higher prices at auction. The hype around the 2000 D penny likely stems from its potential to contain ultra-rare errors or experimental designs that haven't yet been widely discovered. Could one of these pennies be sitting in your pocket? So, how do you find out if your 2000 D penny is worth big money? Here are some tips. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect every detail of your penny, paying special attention to the date, mint mark, and reverse design. A standard penny weighs 2.5 grams. If yours weighs more, it could be made from a rare metal composition, increasing its value. For potentially valuable coins, professional grading is essential. Services like PCGS or NGC will authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official value. Online forums and coin collector groups can provide invaluable insights into the latest discoveries and trends in coin values. Who knew that a penny could hold such potential? Whether it's a rare error, an unusual strike, or a pristine condition coin, your 2000 D Lincoln penny might just be the jackpot you've been dreaming of. So, grab that jar of coins and start hunting. Who knows? The next big discovery could be yours. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share this video with your friends. Let's uncover these hidden treasures together. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2017 P. Lincoln penny, a coin that might just make you a fortune. That's right, some of these pennies have been valued at astonishing amounts, even up to $65 million. So grab your magnifying glasses, and let's get started. First, let's talk history. The 2017 P. Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia, and what makes this coin special is that it's the first penny in U.S. history to feature the P mint mark. Why? It was part of a celebration for the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. This little P marks a monumental moment, as prior Philadelphia pennies had no mint mark at all. Why did they decide to add the P? To honor the mint's rich history and educate the public about its significant role in American coinage. It was a one-time decision for 2017 only, making these pennies unique in the vast sea of Lincoln cents. In total, billions of these coins were produced, but as we'll discover, not all 2017 P pennies are created equal. Now, let's dive into what makes a 2017 P penny potentially worth big money. While billions were minted, certain factors can make specific coins far more valuable. Errors can skyrocket a coin's value. Look for off-center strikes, die cracks, or double dies. These mistakes occur during the minting process and are highly sought after by collectors. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS-67, MS-68, or even higher can fetch thousands of dollars. In the world of coin collecting, Condition is king. Rare variations in the minting process, such as misaligned dies or unusual wear patterns, can add significant value. The novelty of the P mint mark has made the 2017 P penny a favorite among collectors, driving demand and increasing its worth. Let's talk real money. While a typical 2017 P penny in circulation might only be worth face value, some have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. For instance, a 2017 P penny graded MS67 has been known to sell for around $2,000. Coins with dramatic minting errors have fetched prices upwards of $5,000. The holy grail for any coin collector is a perfect MS70 grade. If a 2017 P penny achieves this elusive grade, its value can skyrocket to $65 million, depending on collector demand and market conditions. These record-breaking prices remind us that even the smallest coin can hold incredible value if it meets the right criteria. So, how can you find one of these golden, or copper, tickets? Here's a step-by-step guide. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect your pennies for errors or unusual features. Pay close attention to the date and the P mint mark. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable. Look for sharp details and no visible scratches or wear. Familiarize yourself with common error types. Some examples include doubled letters, die breaks, or misaligned strikes. If you think you've struck gold, send your penny to a professional grading service. A high grade can turn an ordinary coin into a jackpot, and don't forget to hold on to any 2017 P pennies you find. Even if they're not worth much now, their value could increase over time. Before we wrap up, here are a few fun facts about the 2017 P penny. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln, a design that's been on the penny since 1909. The reverse showcases the Union Shield, introduced in 2010. Like most modern pennies, the 2017 P penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Over 4.3 billion 2017 P pennies were produced, but only a tiny fraction are truly valuable. It's amazing how much history and intrigue can be packed into such a tiny coin. And there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 2017 P Lincoln penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, this little coin proves that big things really do come in small packages. So, check your change, scour your penny jars, and who knows? You might just strike it rich. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment below and let us know if you found a 2017 P penny or if you've got a coin story to share. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting.